You see, sometimes when you're working on the study abroad process, you would wish that you get in touch with somebody in the university that you want to apply to or the program you're interested in. If you had gotten somebody who's already studying that program, the person would have given you some ideas on how to go about it. It's easier when you're able to get in touch with some professors or some professionals within the field you want to study. How about if I tell you there is a platform that brings all these resource people in together, that if you sign up, you will be able to get in touch with such individuals. The name is the Fred Effect. This is the Study Abroad podcast with the Fred Effect. We do this and every Saturday. If you know somebody, a colleague, a friend, a family member who wants to study abroad, tell them this is the biggest platform that has been consistent over more than half a decade, that you should subscribe to. Share it with them, and we are across all the social media platforms. On YouTube is the Fred Effect. We have about 180,000 family members, and we've been consistent for more than half a decade. On Facebook, it's about 126,000 family members. On X, is about 168,000. On Twitter, on TikTok is the same thing, and then on Instagram, we'll be across all these social media platforms. So whichever social media platform you're comfortable, just go there, search for the Fred Effect, and then we are live. We do this and every Saturday. So last week we were on, and then this week, and then next week we'll be on. Let me bring my guest on, and we get started. As you know, my co-host has always been Ben. Ben, how are you doing?
Yeah, Fred, I'm doing great, and you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. How is the UK? How is the weather over there?
Yeah, gradually, bro, we are zooming into winter, so it is getting a little bit colder, but we are fine.
All right, let's bring our guest on. She's a very beautiful, intelligent lady, head of Innested, and then project manager as well. Mommy, how are you doing?
I'm good. Hi, Fred. Hi, Ben.
I'm good. Thank you
Hi,
for asking.
mommy.
A little bit of introduction to people seeing your beautiful face for the first time.
So my name is Maame Abena, and I'm the head of Innested Hire and also the project manager for Innested.
All right, you have an amazing study abroad journey that our listeners would love to know about. That you were in KNUST in level 200 or level 300. You tell us about that, and you were able to transfer to a university in the US to continue. And now, gladly, congrats, you a doctor, young lady, and a doctor. So this conversation is going to be very interesting. Be sure to tune in, share, so that other people can benefit from the ideas and information we'll be sharing today. So talk to us about that. What were you studying, and how come you didn't graduate but decided to transfer to study in the US?
Yeah, so I started my undergraduate in KNUST, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Right.
And I was studying biomedical engineering. So when I got to my third year, I came across MasterCard Foundation scholarship, where I realized that it was a collaboration between KNUST and Arizona State University. So
Okay.
where they were selecting the top students in the class to take them abroad, to transfer them to Arizona State University. Yeah. So that's how come I was able to transfer right from KNUST. When I finished my third year, then I was brought to Arizona State University through the MasterCard Foundation scholarship to finish my senior year and also master's degree program.
Oh, awesome. So when you were entering KNUST, which high school did you graduate from?
Achimota.
So when you were graduating from, when you were entering KNUST, did you know that I'm not going to graduate from KNUST? I'll leave before the fourth year.
I didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So
I didn't know about that.
is this something that still exists, or after Mame left, the whole thing is cancelled?
Yeah, so unfortunately, it was just for 4 years. So I was the second batch, then the third and the fourth batch. When they came to the US, that was it. They ended that. Yeah.
Okay, so but I still know that the KNUST or the Mastercard Foundation scholarship still exists.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So if you're just tuning in, it's going to be an interesting journey. Is it possible for people without the MasterCard, route to still transfer their credit maybe at level 300, level 200 to continue abroad, like in the US?
Yes. So coming back to the MasterCard existing, so
Mm.
MasterCard has a lot of programs that they do. So my program was a special program, and they have other programs that can even help you transition to right from high school to do your bachelor's degree here in US. So that's
Oh,
one way to do that. And they also have currently, I think the deadline is, I think this week or was last week or yeah, they have another program that if you've already done your undergraduate degree back in Ghana or any African country, you can apply to the UC Berkeley program, and Mastercard Foundation scholarship will fund you. Yeah.
I
So
see. So does that mean that you had a full scholarship on this transition, or your parents had to pay for it? Talk to us about the cost.
yeah, so from level 100 to 300, my parents were the one who funded that. But when I got to Arizona State University, everything was on the program. So
Mhm.
they funded my senior year, then also my accelerated degree program, which was one master's degree program, which was 1 year.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they paid for everything, the service fee, the flights, everything. They even gave us money to buy food on the flight. So yeah, they covered everything.
You're telling me you have a PhD now. Does that mean that there were no restrictions on the scholarship such that after you finish with your bachelor's, come back, you were able to get a master's degree and you were not restricted to go back? Is that how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, so after the program was senior year and the master's program. So after I finished that, the requirement was that you should give back to your society.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. If you're listening to, let me just clarify. Like if you're listening to us, when mommy says senior year, she's a doctor, so understand. When she says senior year, she means level 400. So
yeah,
if you're in level 100, we call it freshman. If you're in level 200, it's sophomore year. Level 300 is junior year, right? Am I correct? And then
yes,
the senior year she's talking about is, if you're in Nigeria, is 400 level. If you're in Ghana, is level 400. I don't know how Togo people call it, but that's it. Anyway, continue.
yeah. So yeah, so finish the senior year. Yeah, so the requirement was that when you finish the master's degree program, which was 1 year, when you finish that, you should give back to the society. So
Mhm.
giving back to the society can be, I can be in US, but still like doing something to help Ghana, right? Maybe I'm a consultant for my program. I can be a consultant for a medical company in Ghana, and I'm not charging them. I'm just giving back. Or maybe I'm helping students back in Ghana to come to US,
Okay.
pursue education and all that. Yeah.
I see. And so in KNUST, what program were you pursuing, and what did you transfer into?
Yeah. So Kenya was doing biomedical engineering,
Mhm.
pursuing biomedical engineering. When I came to Arizona State University, still biomedical engineering.
Oh, okay. And your PhD is in.
My PhD is in biomedical engineering.
If you're a young lady listening to us, and I like the fact that she's a young lady, very intelligent, and she's able to achieve all these, bachelor's, master's, and then a PhD. If somebody's looking at you, they would think that you don't even have a high school qualification. But that's the doctor we are speaking to. She's the head of Inested, and she's going to talk to us about Inested and how her studying abroad has led to creating a platform that could connect you to professors, to research, people, to people studying the universities you want to go into. How can you sign up to connect with these people? There are a lot of people who get in touch with me. Oh, Fred, I've got a visa. I don't know anybody in the school I'm going to. This platform we are going to talk about today, it's something you can sign up to, which will connect you with a lot of resources and people that will help you in the study abroad process. Ben, if you want to come in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Maame. So level 300, then moving to USA. How was the feeling?
I was excited because it's always been a dream come true for me, especially with my program. Biomedical engineering is a big thing in US here, so I was excited about that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So now, was it that it is going to work out 100%, or there was that kind of fear when you had the opportunity to transfer to USA?
Oh, yeah. So with the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program, they selected, it was for a specific major, a specific like degree, right? So like business folks were part, mechanical engineering, biomedical. So it wasn't for like all programs at KNUST. So when they select the top, right? And even when they select the top, you have to go through like an intensive interview process, recommendation letters, a lot of interviews and all that. So it's very, very intensive. So you having the idea that you get it, it's not really assured, but yeah, depending on how you go through, depending on how you perform in the interview, that will determine that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for me, my responsibility is to make sure that I get most of the information from you so that you leave this stage empty. So forgive me for some of the technical questions I'll be asking. I just want to know, we have some of our followers who are now in level 200, level 300, and some of them want to complete with their bachelors before they start pursuing their masters outside. Do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, so I'll say the major advice is that make sure that even though CW, is it CWA, right? I'm used to
I think that is tech.
GPA.
UCC, we
Yeah,
use CGPA.
yeah, GPA or CWA is very important, but it's not really important, especially for graduate school. But it's good to at least right get the average, have a good GPA or CW. That's a good one. Also, if you can get a chance to be able to even write papers or something during your undergraduate, try and do that. That can give you a step ahead, but it's not a
Papers,
requirement.
papers like.
Like review papers, publications, articles, it's not a requirement, but it can set you apart, right, from other competitors. And also know what you really want to do, especially this the job that you want to really pursue, what you want to do long term, and that will inform um, the degree that you want to pursue during your graduate school. You know, at Tech or something, or in Ghana, people just do a degree because maybe my friend is doing it, or my dad or my mother told me to do that. So the major advice I'll say is that know what you want to pursue long term, and make that decision. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so if,
okay.
if you're just tuning in, you're welcome. You're not late. We just got started. We are talking to Dr. Abena, very intelligent lady. She is also a member of the Nested platform. And if you just tune in, remember that at the end of the session, we'll be selecting one person. So click on the like button, comment, share, and then become part of the family. This is the biggest study abroad content platform. So, Mami, talk to us about Nested. I am thinking about studying abroad. How will the Nested platform help my process?
Yeah, so like you said, Nested is a platform that is able to connect students to professors, students to industry professionals, and even from connect professors to professors, right? So if you're a student, you're able to connect to other students that are already in the US. If you're in Ghana or in any part of the country, you're able to connect to students that are already here and maybe are already doing the program that you did for your undergraduates. You are also able to connect to, professors like looking for scholarships, research assistantships, or any other positions. You can even connect to industry professionals. So, like I said earlier on, if undergraduate you did a program that you're not really interested in, you can talk to an industry professional that will help you, that can mentor you to identify what you really want to do in the future and all that. So it's a good platform and it's very easy to join. You can join with your Google information, your LinkedIn, or just go directly to the platform and just sign up.
Awesome. I just shared the link to the Inested platform. You just go to INESTED if you're listening to us on TikTok.com, and then you'll be able to create an account over there. The most important part to me here is the scholarship the university application, the mentorship programs, and then opportunity to see scholarships posted live so that you can easily apply to them. Sometimes people complain how to get these scholarships. This is a platform to help you do that. So go to the Nested platform, create an account, and then Mami is going to explain step by step how you can familiarize yourself, the information that is needed, and all that. If you are just tuning in, you are not late. This is the biggest study abroad content platform. Today we are talking to a whole doctor. She's an inspiration to. If you are listening to me from Bole Bamboy, young girl, you can be like Mami, right? Shout out to my Bole Bamboy people, by the way. So coming back to your application process, because it's already a collaboration with Arizona State University, you didn't have to apply to the university yourself.
No, I didn't.
Awesome. What's the difference between Arizona State University and University of Arizona?
So one is a college school. I mean,
Right.
sorry, a state school, right? And one is yeah. So like every state has their own, like the state school and also the university of maybe this school or something. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Arizona State has like I think 5 campuses, if I'm not wrong. You need to check that. So it's a very big school, and each school has their own specialization. Yeah.
Great. So Arizona State University is located in, what's the name of the city? Forgotten.
Tempe.
Yeah, so it's in Tempe, and then University of Arizona is located in Tucson.
Tucson. Yeah.
Yeah, if in Ghana we call it Texan, but here they call it Tucson. Tucson is like about 130 minutes. I've been there before. Beautiful place. And then so either Arizona State University or University of Arizona, you can apply to any of them. Just don't interchange it. They are in the same state but different cities.
Mhm.
All right. So now you are talking about the fact that your scholarship was full. You said that they paid for your application fee, the visa application fee, the service fee, and even your flight ticket.
Right.
And then you were also provided stipend. Does it mean that you didn't work for this scholarship like other people do in terms of graduate assistantship?
So no, I didn't. So like I would say the major work is of course what you did in your undergrad. You try to get a very good GPA or CWA.
Mm.
And also you go through series of interviews, very, very intensive to get the scholarship, very, very competitive too. So yeah, that's the major work. And also when you get to US, you have a specific GPA that you have to meet to be in
Oh, okay.
Stanford. So yeah, it has requirement, yeah, to still maintain your scholarship.
Shout outs to Emmy. Emmy was also on the same route. I don't know if she was your mate, but she's also she came through the business route, but I think it was the same scholarship.
Right. Yeah, I think she'll be in a different cohort. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. She also came through a
Mm.
similar scholarship. Now we are going back to Nested. So if I am somebody who want to apply for scholarship abroad, right, and then I sign up to the Nested platform, what do I have to do next?
Yeah. So once you sign up, you shouldn't get too overwhelmed. So you have the homepage. As you can see there, the homepage will help you to be able to read more about why you nested, just a brief summary of what the whole platform is about.
Mhm.
That's what you can see there. You have the university-based chat groups, which will help you to be able to connect to people at your university or the university that you plan on attending. And we also have our academic community. So we have like a lot of people from different countries on the platform. So it's not just in US or African countries. We have people in different continents too. Sorry, continents too. Yeah. Yeah. Then we also have the connect and find mentors tab. If you can go there.
Okay.
The home
Is it up there?
Yes. So after the home tab, you can click on the yes. So connect. Yes. So that's where you are able to like connect with other students or even find mentors, whether industry mentors or even professors or even students themselves. You can find there. So instead of saying connect, we use nest.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you click on it, it means that you followed someone, you've nested someone. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's the whole idea. So you meet different people and their universities and their research areas and the countries they are from and all that. So you can see Ghana, US, and all that. Yeah.
I'm interested in the application support. Do you guys take our document and you apply to the school for us? What do you do?
So we have nested services. So nested services where we have experts that are able to screen or
Mm.
review your documents. So depending on what you want, if you want intensive screening, we can do that. If you want us to write it, we can do that. It comes with a fee.
Oh,
But
okay.
mind you, joining in Nested is free. It's just a premium service, just like LinkedIn, we have premium services. Yeah.
Yeah. And that leads me to that next question. What would be the difference between being on Invested and then LinkedIn?
Yeah, you see, so LinkedIn has an overwhelming nature of networking in the sense
Mm.
that there are a lot of people, even not just professors, industry people, people promoting their own content and all that. It can be very overwhelming. And also, LinkedIn has high paid prices in terms of premium services. A student is like $30 a month.
Right.
And businesses advertising their um, business on LinkedIn pay like $60. So with Nested, our premium service based on what you want us to do can be
Mm.
a lot cheaper compared to like LinkedIn. So
If,
that's the major difference. And also, Nested is really concentrated on professors, students, and industry professionals. So we are all about the student.
Now listen, if you the fall semester 2026 as well as the spring semester 2026 admissions are open. If you're listening to me, you need to be on Invested right now. So the website is INESTED, and I'm putting the link in the comments and also in the description. Click on it, create an account right now. The most important part to me here is the scholarship aspect. Now, if you go to where the homepage where I am now, you see PhD position in chemistry. This
Mhm.
is a full scholarship that has been posted, and it's beginning in 2026. All you need to do is to be on the platform. You have access to this information. You go to the university's website to apply. Two postdoc positions in material science and engineering in Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is located in a state called Georgia. And then PhD or master's position in civil architecture engineering. There is graduate research opportunity in precision agriculture. There's a lot of them here. So
Yeah.
don't complain about not having scholarship. There's actually a platform that people are posting. You can find them. Be part of a community that support what you want to do. And so go to the Nested website and then sign up today.
Yeah,
Mami,
I wanted to add something. So,
right,
to view the whole platform, you need to actually sign up before you can view the opportunity, the whole opportunity. So
right.
that's why you can see some parts are blurred and some are visible. Yeah,
Because I'm not logged in.
right.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. So coming back to your process, right? So how has it been for you the undergraduate program in KNUST transitioning to continue in level 400 in another country? How was it? The food, the weather, the style of teaching, was it the same thing?
No, yeah. So there's definitely like culture shock in the sense that, in terms of the number of credits that we had to um, accomplished per
Mm.
semester was way lesser compared to like NUSC. But the culture shock was the fact that even though it's just like three courses, it demands like your full attention, right? So that was
Mhm.
a bit of a culture shock for me. And also, I mean, the food, trying different kinds of food and just trying to get used to different tastes and all that. Yeah, I'll say those were the major ones for me.
What do you miss home? Is it the family food? What do you miss home?
Oh, I miss my family. It's been long since I saw them,
Right.
and I miss the food. I miss the Ghana take, the authentic Ghana food. Yeah.
People are of the view that the weather in Arizona is the same as the one in Bole Bamboy. Is it true? Like, is it?
Where is
There's
boy?
no, I mean, in Ghana. Let's talk about in Ghana.
Okay.
Bole Bamboy is
Oh,
where I'm from, so I keep on referring to that place. But what I'm trying to say is that the weather in Arizona is the same as like the one in Ghana.
not really. So during the summer it's really hot. Like
Mm.
from May to like August is really really hot. Then maybe during the winter, like maybe after September, it gets better. Yeah, the weather gets really chilled, like Ghana weather and all that. Yeah, but the summer is really hot.
So, what are some of the survival strategies? Most people are done with bachelors. They have an opportunity to work back or maybe national service before they relocate. Now, based on everything you're saying, it means that national service was not part of your journey, right? So,
Yes.
advice would you give to somebody who is coming to pursue an undergraduate here, transitioning into a new environment? They have no idea, maybe from Ayeduasi in Kumasi coming to all the way to Carolina or Arizona.
Yeah, I would say just find try to build a community or find a community that you fit in. Yeah, so that's what I did. I tried to find a community that where had the same interest or values as mine, which helped me to be able to transition. Where I was able to meet mentors and people that exposed me to the U.S. culture and all that. So that's the big one.
And interestingly, at that time we didn't have a platform as in Nested. So it was when you got here that you were able to connect with such a community. Now we have a platform that if you're in Bole Bamboy, closer to the mango tree, you can sign up now, start connecting even before you get here. Thank you very much for creating such a platform. It's amazing. Ben, do you want to come in?
Yes, I want to know when are we going back to the nested conversation, because I still have some. Oh, I can drop it in now.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Fred, can I? Or you go back?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. We are intertwining them, so go.
Oh, okay. So I would like to know, is it a program bias? Like maybe it is more of sciences
No,
bias? No.
no. We have people from that have different degrees and programs and specializations, yeah, on the platform.
So why would you, I'm sure you've talked a lot, but this I want you to be specific. Why would you tell somebody like me with public policy background to sign up?
Yeah, so it depends on your objectives, right? I mean, what you want to do on the platform. So why would you join? So if, for example, you are in UK, right, and you want to come to US, I'll say join the platform because we post opportunities, scholarship opportunities that will help you, especially know what you really want to, the kind of maybe research or graduate school you want to go to, which university you want to go to, which people are already in that university that can give you guidance to that, yeah, to the university. So that would be the major one. Finding a community that they share the same ideas, same perspectives. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting one. So I just signed up and I realized that they asked me to enter at least three research interests of mine.
Yes.
And I did that, and all of a sudden I've seen that some research topics are popping up. Can I access these ones for free?
Yes, yes. Everything on the platform is free. It's only when you want our premium services like, oh, I want you to help me write what's the name? Statement of purpose or a cover letter or my CV, then you can reach out to us and we help you with that. But anything else like collaboration, meeting people, joining groups, and all that, they're all free.
And you can imagine that somebody as brilliant as Mami and was able to be selected among brilliant students from KNUST to continue her bachelor's, finish with a 1 year master's. I was in the same school with her, so you can imagine, and a PhD going through your statement of purpose. At the admission, right? Sign up. The website is INESTED. It's very simple, Inested, and then you can connect with a lot of people. Sometimes people get connect with me saying that, oh, can you connect me with this student in this university? Interestingly, and thanks to Mami, there's a platform that can easily help you do that. It's free. Go in there, search for the scholarships. Just scroll, like it's a just like a social media platform.
Right. Yeah.
Just go there, just like you are scrolling and watching big things on social media. Go and watch big scholarships on Inested as well. You understand? As you work on your application. Anyway, so you finished with you continued your bachelor's in Arizona State University.
Mhm.
Where did you have your master's degree program as well?
Where?
Yeah. So which university was it?
Yeah, Arizona State University.
Oh, so it was the same school.
Yeah, so it was more like a contract, right? Finish your senior year or your
Mm.
level 400, then also finish with the 1 year master's degree program.
Oh, I see. And then did you have your PhD in the same school?
No, I got my PhD at the University of Kentucky.
Yeah, mommy would say like, Fred, oh, you know, yeah, I know. But for the sake of the people listening to us. Okay, where is University of Kentucky located though? Normally we
Lexington.
want to share our the school so that people will get to know. Sometimes if you're in Bolebambo, you may not hear some of these names. Like when I was in Bolebambo, I didn't know University of Kentucky. I have to be
Mhm,
honest with you. Yeah, except KFC that you hear Kentucky Fried
mhm,
Chicken.
mhm.
Apart from that, people do not know. So you had your PhD in what program and in which university?
Yeah, so I got my PhD in biomedical engineering at the University of Kentucky, which is in the southeast part of US. So US, we have southwest, southeast, northeast, northwest, and all that. So these are the southeast part of US. So it's in Kentucky, and specifically in Lexington.
What's the difference between Kentucky State University and University of Kentucky?
So yeah, again, each state has like their state school. So
Yeah.
we have so University of Kentucky is more like a very big school that has a lot of resources and specializations, where which by which they focus on compared to like maybe Kentucky State University.
I love this school. I have a personal connection, as you know, to this school. Beautiful campus. It's a great place to be. When driving on Red Mile, nice place to be. Very good city and all that. Mommy saw a bigger city before coming to Lexington, so Lexington was like smaller for compared to Tempe in Arizona, right?
Right.
So yeah, there are lots of programs that you can target in this university. Amazing place you meet. They have a huge family,
Hmm.
Ghanaian community, African community over there as well. So in terms of this university, were you able to get some scholarships? That did your Mastercard Foundation scholarship have to sponsor this too? How did it work?
No, so when I finished my masters, I had to like search for the research area that I wanted to do my research in my PhD in, and
Mm.
also reach out to the professor that I'm interested in what you do and I'd like to be your student. So that's how it went by. So I reached out to the professor. She reached out back and she was like, "Oh, let's have an interview." So I presented to her, and also she told me to write a proposal and all that on the stuff I want to work on and all that. Yeah, that
Oh,
was the process for me.
so your PhD was also fully funded?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So when we talk, so what do you think will be the difference between being on the Mastercard Foundation scholarship versus transitioning into the university scholarship? What's the difference?
Right. So the Mastercard scholarship, we had a chance to be able to work on campus because remember
Mm.
we are not working for the professor, right? So we're able to also do additional work on campus, like 20 hours, which was very good. It was flexible, but with school funding your scholarship, you are limited. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
So
apart
yeah.
from apart from the Mastercard money, you have something to do on the side. But
Yes.
this time around, the 20 hours is fusing into your assistantship.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I understand. So we used to go get some wache from one woman. Shout outs to her if she's listening to us. These are your people. We are here now. Anyway, Ben, do you want to come in?
Yeah, so I think we still have some people who are done with their bachelor's, masters, and they are still in the state. I'm sure some of them by now may be struggling to find their way out. So what advice would you like to say? I'm sure you've already mentioned that they should find community. The community, you need to really break it down. There are some terms when you're using it like this, you think we understand, but we may not understand. So you can say organizations, that one is easy to grab. You get a point.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so what advice will you give it to some of us who are done with our bachelors? Because I'm sure some people may be there at the age of 16, 17, 18, and by then you are trying to understand life. You that you are into your PhD, what advice can you give us so that our life in US will be smooth?
Yeah. So I'll say the major thing is focus on the reason why you came to US. Focus on your studies and also be able to balance your studies with, you know, um, joining professional development groups. So universities have like professional development groups. So we have writing group, we have other groups that will help you to be able to build yourself. Yeah. So that way, that if you're able to join such groups, you're able to meet people that will be able to help you get exposed to resources and all that. And the interesting thing is, instead, we have uni groups, which will also help you to be able to connect to other people in your school. So if you come, assuming you come today and you don't know anyone, you just go to a nested uni group, you look for your school and be able to find people that are also part of your school and can link up with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
One of the things people struggle with is fitting in when they relocate for the first time. So the academic, load from back in KNUST was different from here.
Mhm.
And you were able to still get a master's, you were able to get a PhD. So what is the secret? Like, how did you do it?
Right. It's been a hard journey. I mean, a tough journey. So most of the time when giving assignments, right, if they say when giving assignments, what we try to do, especially if it's something that you honestly, that you have no idea, you don't know how to go about it, what I normally do during my time was to reach out to other people that I'm in the same class with, that, hey, do you want to discuss this assignment? Do you want to? That's what I used to do throughout my time in taking classes. So I just reach out to them, email them, and be like, do you want to meet to discuss this assignment? And honestly, once you have the first meeting, it becomes like a consistent thing that
Hmm.
helps you. They become like a steady group for you. So that's a big one if you're a student. Yeah.
I see. So we are used to our banku and other things back home. How did you get used to the American stuff? Did you use like the American thing to maybe prepare your local food? Talk to us about that. Some people
Yeah.
do not want to do this study abroad process because they will not get uh, uh you know maybe cocoyam, something like that. How were you able to fit in?
Yeah, I'll answer that. So before I answer that, going back to the previous question. So yeah,
Mm.
the university also has like teaching. Is it teaching assistants? If you go to the student center, they have like the teaching assistant that can help you for free if
Mhm.
you don't really understand your
Yeah.
assignment and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, even writing centers and all that.
Right. Yeah. They have those centers to help you. Okay, coming back to
Yeah,
yeah,
don't worry, go ahead.
I had to get used to the food for sure. I tried, so I buy stuff from the African market.
Okay.
Yeah, so I try to I prepare my own food and all that. I also eat outside. I try to eat from different cultures. Like I like doing that. But to find something that tastes like Ghana, I don't think you can get something that is like 100%.
Mm,
The closest you can get is buying stuff from the African market
okay.
or a Mexican or Hispanic shop that can help you, yeah, get those groceries or stuff that you need to be able to cook. Yeah. And
Okay.
getting used to the taste, not necessarily maybe Ghana taste, maybe it can be American taste or whatever food you are eating. It's something you have to consciously, like, settle in that you are in a
Mm,
different country and I want to try,
yeah,
yeah.
I see. So you mentioned that in your first university where you had to continue your bachelor's and master's, your accommodation was covered in your scholarship.
Yes.
Awesome. When you moved to pursue your PhD, talk to us about that. How much overall was rent costing? Was that covered in your scholarship as well?
So the PhD, they give you a stipend,
Okay.
and this
How
stipend
much are we looking at generically? Like overall in a month, or were you paid every 2 weeks or every month?
every 2 weeks, so bi-weekly. One thing about the PhD, it depends on the stage you've gotten to, right? So
Okay.
you have something called before you do your qualifying exam. So qualifying
Mm,
exam is when you get to your second year or your third year of your PhD. So post qualifying exam or after qualifying exam, they increase your pay. So
Okay.
before qualifying exams, I used to take between 700 to
Every
$900
2 weeks.
every 2 weeks. Yes.
Yeah.
Post qualifying exam it to be from 900 to 1100.
Oh, I see. When she says 1100, it's 1100. If you're listening to us from Bole Bamboy, it's 1100. That's how we say it in American way. 1100, 1200, and all that. Oh, awesome. So with this, how much are you spending on rent and other things? Is it enough to be able to save and probably send some money home?
Yeah. So what I would say is that try to live within your means, right?
Mm,
For me, let me give you a practical example. For me, my rent in 2020, because it was COVID and all that, my rent was about 620. Also,
okay.
it depends the cost of living in the state, right? So some states are much expensive and all that. But with mine, my rent was about 620, 650. With utilities like light, water, and all those kind of stuff, I
Mm,
was getting to like 700. So I'll say the first 2 weeks of my pay will cover my rent and other bills I have to pay, like data and all those kind of stuff, subscriptions to Netflix and all that.
yeah.
Then the other
It's
two
important.
weeks,
Netflix is important.
yeah,
Important.
work-life balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, then my last 2 weeks, I will use that to buy groceries. Save. I normally used to save between 300 to 500, depending on the month. There's
Yes.
some month that you overspend, and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah. So it's enough. Like it's enough if you want to send someone, you can do that. It's
Mm.
enough. It's just budgeting and living within your means.
I see. So if you're just tuning in, you're not late. We are speaking with a very intelligent lady. Her name is Mame. She is the head of Invested Hire and then project manager. We are talking to you about Invested, a platform where you can find scholarships, a platform where you can connect with mentors, a platform where you can meet people who are already in the university you want to apply to. So if it is your aim to study abroad, this is a platform you have to sign up to. It's easy. The website is inested.com. So invested.com, sign up and then check out all the scholarships and amazing. Mami is going to break it down, all the services that Invested have. So we take it one step. We brush through. Remember, this session will be live across all the 31st social media platforms. So you can go and watch after we are done with this. But she's going to take her time, break it down, all the services that is on Invested, and then you get to know about that. Remember that if you recommend this platform, if you share, if you like, you automatically join the draw. At the end of the session, we'll be selecting one person who the team will mentor to go through the process. Ben, you want to come in?
Yeah, let me say something. So
All right.
the beautiful thing about Invested again is that in terms of the budgeting, right? We have blocks that teaches you how to, budget as an international student and all that. So if you go to the platform, you see that how to spend, how to, get used to the whole US system and all that.
Yeah, how to search for schools, how to
Right. We have blogs on that, like videos and all
exactly.
that. And
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. If you want to study abroad and you are not signing up for Nested, I don't know what you're doing. So it's a huge. That's why I brought them on this platform. The Fred Effect connects with people who are going to help with your process. We are talking to somebody who has gone through the process, and at her age, I don't know if there's anybody as young as you that has this academic journey. It's interesting. No national service, master's degree was. I was going to ask about that. You know, because is it because you did you completed your undergraduate, that's why you did that master's for a year? Because
Yeah.
normally master's is supposed to be for 2.
Right. So that was a requirement of the scholarship again. So what we're doing is that in our senior year or level 400, we're taking master's program, right? I mean, sorry, master's
Cost.
courses,
Mm,
right? Because you have to cover, I think, 36. So we took
okay.
18, undergraduates. Then we had to take the rest of the 18 credits. Yeah. So that's how we're able to finish in 1 year. But
Yeah.
it's tough to finish in 1 year. Yeah.
You would tell us how people can connect if they have challenges signing up to Nested, the social media platforms you guys have. Ben, you want to come in?
Yeah, so before that, I just want to drop in a quick one. So, Mami, now we know that you've had the good interactions with professors when it comes to sending emails. So would you maybe in 2 minutes teach us what should go into our email, especially if you want to inquire about program availability and if there is a funding. Are professors expecting us to hint on certain things that we are not hinting, because we end up hearing a lot from our family members that some of the professors are not replying to their emails. So we just want to know, is there something we are missing out?
Yeah, so the major ones I think the major thing is that try not to send a generic email. Generic email is I copy, I paste it. It's not really saying much about the professor. Then I send that same email to another professor. I send that same email. So try not to do that because they're able to see that. Try also not to use ChatGPT to write those emails that you send to them because they're able to detect that. So just a brief step by step, introduce yourself. Oh, my name is this. Um, I'm finishing my undergraduate here or my master's in this program. I went through your lab's website. I went through a couple of research. Then you talk about maybe a latest article or a research paper that they just published, right? Just read about it and just have a brief idea of what it's about. Then you can be like, oh, so I read your latest paper, which was published in this, or with the topic of this. Maybe this is the
Abra,
topic.
please, here, take your time for me, okay? Don't,
Oh,
don't,
sorry.
yeah, don't rush with the English. Take your time, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So before you send an email, right? You introduce yourself. My name is Maame. Um, I I just finished my bachelor's degree in biomedical engineering at KNUST, and I'm looking into graduate school. I'm looking to do my PhD or master's in this specific program. So I went to your website. I went to a lab's website, and I realized that you are into maybe tissue engineering. You make scaffolds or stuff, those stuff, and you so you recently published a paper. So like I said, if you are me, I'll go to your website, the lab website, look at an article or a publication that they just published in the maybe 2024, 2025. Just read through it, read the abstracts, introduction and conclusion. You don't need to read the discussion and results and all that. Yeah. So you just read that, have an idea about it, and summarize that in the email. I went through this article, and um, I really like this article. I think you guys did a great job. This is a method you guys used, which is very interesting. Then, if you have any ideas that you can suggest to the professor that, oh, maybe if I become your student, I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to improve this process by doing this and that. Something to contribute. So you're not just the email is not just saying I want something from you. It should be what you can also offer. So that's how it's supposed to be. So it shouldn't be generic. You have to take your time to read their lab's website, what they do, papers that they've published, and think about things that you can do to help and
Awesome.
take on your
All right.
skills. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Great. So, if you're just tuning in, this is the Study About podcast. We do this and every Saturday, and so when we finish this session, will still be live across all the Fred Effect social media platforms on YouTube, on X, Instagram, TikTok, and also Facebook. We are the biggest when it comes to the Study Abroad content platforms. So we have Mami here talking to us about Nested and sharing her journey with us. Mami, we talk about how many universities you apply to before landing your PhD in University of Kentucky. Let's talk. Let's take some comments and then we can get going. So this is from. Is it Abati or I don't know if I got your name. I'm sorry if I made it. So please put on someday. Let me share my story. Okay, sure. You can come on, bro, at any point in time to share. And Nee is watching us on Facebook. The Fred Effect. Nee, thank you for tuning in. Eben, thank you for tuning in as well. Okay, so Nee is adding to what Mami was saying that when you write the email, please attach your resume as well as your transcript
Yeah.
to them. That's very nice. Thank you for adding. Mabenat, thank you for tuning in on X as well. Mame Kaku. This is the first time hearing such a name. Manuel Kaku. Okay. Mano Kaku. Richard, thank you for tuning on Facebook as well. Daniel Apam, thank you for tuning in. Richard Owusu. Okay, so do away with sending generic emails. Mami said that. And then Kwekusafo is tuning in on Facebook as well. Angie, this is your first time listening. Thank you. Welcome to the family. That is Angie tuning in on Facebook. Samuel Anoba. Hopefully I got it right. I want to know what goes pre-PhD candidate exams. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So before I talk about this, I want to add that in Nested, one of our services is to also help you draft a compelling or competitive emails to send to professors. So if you want to do that, you can reach out to us and we can help you with that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what goes in the pre? Yeah. Okay. So with the qualifying exam, you need to be able to understand the fundamentals of your research, right? And not only your research, you also understand your whole program in general, right? So when I say biomedical engineering, when what are the basic stuff that you need to know, right? So we do calculus, we do all those kind of, anatomy and all those kind of. So you're just understanding the fundamentals. So some schools do verbal and written, um, depending on the department. So the verbal is no. So first you do the written where they test you on the fundamentals about your whole program, what you are doing biomedical engineering if it is, um, and yeah, and also your research. Then the verbal is specifically about your research, what you've done in the past 2 years or 3 years before taking the exam. Yeah.
So how many years entirely did the PhD program take?
Yeah, mine was almost to 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's it for you. Emmanuel is tuning in from Asinfosu. Shout outs to all Asinfosu people. All right. And then how old is she? This is not a question Mommy would want to answer. She's
Yeah,
just
I'm not
an
gonna answer.
intelligent, she's a young, intelligent lady. That's what you're supposed to know. She anyway, Anima, thank you for tuning in on Facebook. Richard, shout outs to you. Yarima, Prince Fiaxibe. Okay, hopefully I got the name right. Safo, thank you for tuning in. He said I love her smile. Okay, shout out to you, Prince. We see you.
Thank
Kwaku
you,
Safo is
Prince.
tuning in. Dauda, hopefully, which country's flag is this one? Maybe Mozambique or what? Dauda is tuning in. Okay, Richard Owusu, Frederick is tuning in as well. Shout outs to Nathaniel Mensa also tuning in on Facebook. Thank you for we have over 1,000 people watching us across our platforms, and from
Wow.
where we are from, where internet is expensive, we really appreciate you every week tuning in. This is the weekend for self development, self improvement, and so we come on here to share our ideas and information with you that will help with your study abroad process as well. Now, Mami, let's go back to Innested. I want you to take your time. That if I'm in Bolibambo, I have created an Innested account.
Mhm.
What benefits am I going to get? We're talking about the scholarship, the mentorship, all that. Let's break it down. Maybe somebody just tuned in.
Right. Yeah. So when you join in Nested, right, there are a lot of opportunities, right? So a major thing is if you're a student, right, assuming someone is in Ghana, wherever the person is, if you're a student and you join, the first thing is you are able to get access to the opportunities that we post almost every day, right?
Mhm.
So if you go to the um, internships or jobs,
Yeah.
or yeah, okay, that's not you can if you go to the yeah, so if you go to scholarships, yeah,
Mhm.
so you will see that. So if you go to a scholarship tab, you see that we post scholarships almost every day, about assistantship, research assistantships. It's not only for graduate students, even bachelors, you can even find a scholarship on that. um
Right.
yeah, we also have other opportunities. So research, various researches that research that you want to focus on, and we yeah, so there are lots of stuff that you can get. That's the major one, finding opportunities, scholarships. Then after finding that, if maybe you want to talk to your professor personally, we also have a session for just professors that you can just screen to see various professors and that has do different research with different fields and others. So opportunities, professors, and another interesting part too is we have something called a uni groups. Uni groups is that maybe I want to go to University of Kentucky. I'm in Ghana. I want to go to University of Kentucky. I go to Nested. I look for uni groups, the uni group tab. Then I'm able to look for University of Kentucky, search for University of Kentucky. I'm able to find people that are already there, right? Then I'll be like, okay, I'll reach out to this person. I'll nest, either nest, which is the same as connect or follow. I'll nest the person. Then I start chatting with the person. Maybe my name is this. I'm planning on coming to University of Kentucky. How is the place like and all that? So you're able to reach out to students that are already in the school that you plan on coming to. Another interesting thing is that we also have a collaboration tab. Collaboration meaning that I want to do this, I'm doing this specific research, right? And I'm looking for someone that also does the same thing or has an idea of my of the research field that I have, and we are able to collaborate, right? We are able to come together. You can just post that we have a collaboration tab there and be like, my name is this. I'm looking for someone to collaborate on this particular article. Can you reach out to me? And the person, anyone who sees that post will be able to reach out to you. And the good thing about this collaboration is, especially when you get to when you move from Ghana to US, you want to think about ways to stay in US permanently. So permanent residence, NIW is a good way to be able to get a permanent resident permit to be able to stay in US, right?
Yeah.
So this collaboration we did that is to help people build their profile, right? So when you get to US from Ghana and you get here, you want to collaborate with people to write articles because that's one of the requirements to be able to get your green card. Let's say that, yeah. So that's why we created such tab for such stuff. Yeah.
To be honest,
Those are, we have a lot of stuff there. We have
Yeah.
blogs that will help you to be able to navigate the US, budgeting, all those kind of stuff on the platform.
Right. So I am posting the link in the comment. I'll share it on the various social media platforms of the Fred Effect as well. You just have to click on it and then click on sign up. If you already have a Gmail account, or you can easily sign in from there, just an email and a password, and then you're good to go.
Yeah,
so,
you can also use your LinkedIn directly. It will take you straight to the website. Yeah,
exactly. So if you're watching us on the various platforms, you're welcome. This is the Study Abroad podcast. Today we are talking to Maame. Maame, talk to us about the other university. Oh, did you apply to only University of Kentucky for your PhD?
I applied to UC Berkeley. That's where I really wanted to go to, but unfortunately I didn't get into the program. So I reached out to a professor here at the University of Kentucky through email. I didn't apply to the school. So I reached out to the professor through email, had an interview with the professor, and again, had to present to the professor what I did for my master's and the skills that I plan on bringing on board. And the professor told me to write a research proposal on what I plan on doing. So I did that. And so the professor was okay, then you can apply to the school. So I submitted a formal application, and that's how I was able to get here.
So technically, you even got your scholarship before you apply.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to. Yeah, you can do. That's a good way to, because some schools sponsor the student directly. Some too, you have to go through the advisor, depending on their funding availability.
Okay.
And we explain all of these on the Nested platform. Yeah.
Right. So once you secured, you had that conversation with a professor. The professor agreed. Then now go and put in a formal application, even though the deadline was over.
Yes,
right?
the deadline was over. Yeah.
Yeah, but by the communicating with the professor, you were even allowed to apply. Right. So that's what we normally hint on. Talk to a professor. The processes in applying to colleges and universities back in our home country is way different, because when you wanted to go to KNUST after graduating from Motown, you just you said you graduated from Achimota, right?
Yes, Achimota.
You just went to the post office, then pay for KNUST forms and apply. No conducting of professors. But here the process works differently. And sometimes there's something we call open house, where even students are allowed to come to the department, talk to professors, and then if they like the school, they apply to it and all that.
Right.
Mami, it's been a great conversation. You are an inspiration to a lot of people, young ladies watching you, with your achievement and what you continue to do. I'm blessed to have that opportunity to interact with you, and thank you for so much for pulling up. Ben.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure by the close of the day, all of us will be nested.
Yeah, please let's do that. And yeah, one thing I want to say is that if you are reaching out to professor and you are not hearing from them, um, getting any response, what you can do is that you follow up with a call to the professor's office or leave a voicemail. Yeah.
Okay, so can you give us a bit profile about the professors? Because you just mentioned professors. Are they from Africa, Asia, or across the group?
Yeah, so it depends. So if you want to come to US, right? How to find a professor? You just Google. Okay, so one thing I want everyone to know is that in
No,
US,
I mean the
okay.
professors on the Inested platform.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah. So
um,
can you are
yeah,
they like are they spread across the group, or they are US inclined, or Africa, or like Asia,
the globe,
Europe?
the globe.
Okay.
Yeah, so with instead with our attraction, we have 290 plus universities on the platform. So not just in US, the whole like every place, right? We have 55 plus countries representing on the platform, and we have
Okay.
39 plus industry mentors. So we have a lot of professors from different places, Asia, Europe, whatever on the platform. Yeah.
So it's not that if I only want to attend US, even
No,
if I want to go to any of the
France.
European
Yeah.
universities.
Even France
Oh,
is on a
okay.
platform. Yeah. So it's not only US.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm aware you've already told us some of the benefits, but I just want to know what triggered Nested. What is the rationale behind? Because I'm sure when we know the rationale, I think it might motivate some of us to push in. So it's not just about what is the rationale? Because if we understand the rationale behind, I'm sure it can influence our decision.
Right.
Mami,
That's
before you come in, I'm sorry. Before you come in, shout outs to JB. JB is not ingested; it is ingested. So okay, he corrected himself. He said, okay, maybe it was a typographical error, but we just wanted to clarify that it's not ingested; it is innested. INESTED. Mami, please go on.
Yeah. So that's funny. Okay. So the inspiration behind Enlisted is that a couple of Ghanaian students, right, came together, right, including myself, came together and realized that went through the whole process of study abroad, right? So it came from Ghana, did the applications and all that, and they decided that okay, so we've been through this process, we know how it feels. There's no such platform that helps these students to be able to come together or even find resources or even a community that will help them transition or navigate through being in a foreign land. So that was the inspiration that these Ghanaian students came together because they've gone through the whole process of looking for professors, scholarships, and all that. They wanted people who are potential people who want to come to US, students who want to come to US or Europe or wherever it is, to have this kind of community where people can have access to these kind of resources that they don't have to go through what they went through, right? And another thing too is that universities programs, when they post scholarships, sometimes if you're not part of the university, you can't get access to these kind of opportunities that universities are advertising. So with the Invested platform, you're able to have access to this because universities will also post opportunities on the platform, right? Internal opportunities, external opportunities, and all that. Yeah, so that's um the main inspiration. Sorry.
Man, this lady is intelligent, man.
Yeah.
She's so intelligent.
Even to mention these statistics from her head, no, tell I'm afraid.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you get opportunity to interact with one of her, she's very intelligent. Anyway, it's been a great session. People will come in. I don't know if you have some time. People are going to ask you questions If you,
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
would appreciate if the questions are limited to Inesta. But
Right.
yeah, there's somebody who said, if you could address this real quick. I mean, I know it's very technical, but I'm trying to create an account on Inesta, but the email confirmation has not been sent. So you create an account, you use your email, then you get a confirmation in your email. Is that how it works?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Fred, I think, Mommy, let me help you. I've done it, so
Okay.
let me confirm.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
as soon as you create the account, just if you are not getting the confirmation email, please check your
Yeah.
network. So you can
Okay.
refresh your page and you will get it. So it's easy. I just did it within 30 seconds. I'm done. I have my Nested account at the moment.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
please,
So if your
this one
network is
here.
the Bollywood boy one, then you
Yeah,
have to climb the
so
tree or something. Is it?
you get a confirmation email. So relax, just be patient. You get
Or
it.
sometimes it could go to your spam, right? So
Right.
you
Yeah,
have
Yeah.
that's
to
what I wanted
check
to
your
add.
spam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Awesome,
That's
awesome,
great.
awesome. Yeah, let's see if we can get some people on. I would appreciate it if your question is around nested though. Hi, Daniel. Your microphone has to be on. There's a pretty lady here. You are hiding your face, Daniel. Okay, Daniel is not ready. Let's talk to Enoch. So remember, you can use the link that I'm sharing to join us live and ask your questions. So yeah, let's get Enoch on. Hi, Enoch. Enoch, your microphone is muted, sir.
Oh, are you referring to me?
Yeah, can we see your handsome face?
That's one of the co-founders of Inested.
Okay, Enoch, can you please put on a video if you want to? That'll be great.
Not in a location where I can be on video.
Okay, so let's add Felix. Hi, Felix. Felix Engman. I don't know if you could
Yeah,
put on.
Felix is the head of Inested Services. So if you want
Okay,
your resume and cover letter and all that to be reviewed,
yeah.
yeah, he will take it in and send it to the experts for
Oh,
review.
okay. Okay, unfortunately, NS cannot show the face. So you can also join us live in the studio if you have questions around
Mm.
Nested for Mami. She'll be happy to respond to them. Obviously, if you have any other questions, we'll be happy to respond to them as well. You can type them in the comments section and then we can read and respond to them. Okay, so this is from Dr. Ken Safo. Oh, yeah, doctor that now better apply for another PhD. Anyway, Dr. Ken Safo, which is it the chief doctor or what doctor? Dr. Ken Safo is saying, big man, please, I want to get your view on this. If your potential, let's see if I can manage it this way. Okay, so if your potential PhD mentor or professor is willing to support your application, but unfortunately doesn't have the financial resources, is it too early to send an email to the graduate school or the International Financial Office to ask for any position you can apply or any advice they can give you on scholarship? I don't know if Mami, you got this question. The
Uh,
supervisor is ready to help supervise his work, but he says he doesn't have funding available. What should he do?
mhm. Yeah. So what you can do is that you can um, still talk to the advisor, right,
Right.
to see if they can get a teaching assistantship position for you, or you can reach out to the department, DGS, the director of graduate school, or
Mm,
the department head about potential teaching assistantship positions. Um, if they don't have, what you can do is also look at different departments that you have common um, okay, for example, let me use mine as an example, right? So I
right.
was doing I was working in biomedical, my program is biomedical engineer, but I was a TA for chemical engineering, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so it's so you can either reach out to your department head for biomedical engineering or any program that you're doing, or you can reach out to other departments that have common courses together, right?
Yeah.
So if I was doing biomedical engineering, I had some chemical engineering courses that I took. So it means I can be a TA for that department.
Right. You know, the same thing applies to me. My office was a bit closer to your department, but my department was separate. So I was
Right.
working with the
Yeah.
transportation
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's um okay. So I don't know what your take on this. This person is saying, Ben, do you want to read and
Okay. This is from Jonah. Please, is US still a good choice to study abroad with their current embassy and immigration complexities?
Mommy, what do you think?
I'll say it's a good choice. Again, depending on your long-term aspirations, right?
Mm.
Um, yeah. So it's still a good choice. Again, I think we have a blog on immigration on Inested, so you can look at the videos or what we've written about that. But it's still a good choice. Like I said, depending on your long-term aspirations. Right now, the immigration policies are not really affecting students who are already in the program. But make sure you are doing, the right thing, right? When it comes to US, make sure you are doing the right thing. You are not violating any laws or rules, and you'll be fine.
So first of all, if you're a student, you apply for what we call a non-immigrant visa. So it
Mhm.
has got nothing to do with immigration.
Yeah.
The second thing is that as I speak with you now, there are lots of people who were able to still go through the process, and then now they've started their program this August. Some will be coming in September. Some will even be coming in January. So, it's when you get closer to the process that you assume that it is complex. This has been the process all these while. For example,
Right, right.
you know, if you talk to people who did the process 2 3 years ago, interview dates, stuff like that, it's been the same thing. Now I feel like being in the process for some time, it has even improved. So for example,
Mhm.
initially, if you wanted to schedule an appointment, you have only two opportunities. Now the new portal they've introduced, you have about five chances to reschedule. So initially, if you want to go for an interview, it has to be closer to your program start date. Now you can go for your interview like at least 1 year ahead of time. So a lot of things have improved, stuff like that. And so it's still a good choice for you, like Mami said, depending on your long-term plan and all that. All right, let's see if we can talk to Frank. Hi, Frank. Frank, you have to
Oh,
unmute your. Okay.
okay.
Frank,
Yes,
how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. How about you?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Talk to Mommy.
Okay. I have a question for Maame.
Mm.
I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in manufacturing engineering,
Mm.
but I'll be done hopefully by tomorrow. I'm done with my bachelor's. I had only one semester course in fundamentals of biomedical engineering, just for one semester. I'd like to know if it is possible for me to apply for a master's in biomedical engineering, considering the fact that I only pursued it for one semester as part of my bachelor's. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Frank. That's a great question. Yes, you can. So, like I said, especially when it comes to engineering programs, right? You did manufacturing engineering, right?
Yes, please.
So, when it comes to engineering programs, right, you are able to, not only engineering, but let me use engineering as an example. We have related courses, right? That maybe someone
Okay.
doing mechanical engineering will have an aspect of mechanical engineering, biomedical engineering, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
doing manufacturing, you can do biomedical engineering because even it's not because you've only done one course, but there's also manufacturing in biomedical engineering. When you make these medical devices, right, you need to manufacture them. You need to find a way to be able to sell them or produce them, right? So
Okay.
yeah, you can do that. And not only engineering. I know someone that even did business, but now is doing industrial engineering, right?
All
It's so
right.
it's all about the motivation. It's all
Okay.
about right. So one thing is that know how the market is going or the whole like trend is going, right? So for example, if AI is on top, right, and you are doing business and you want to specialize in an AI program, you can learn that, right? So it doesn't really matter. It's all about your
Okay.
motivation, how motivated you are, and willing to sacrifice a lot of stuff to get to where you want to be. Yeah.
Okay. And then, based on your personal experience, I like you to advise. Would you advise anyone to pursue a master's program in biomedical engineering based on your personal experience?
Yes, I will definitely. For sure. I mean, it's always, if you have undergraduates, it's fine. You can still get a good job and whatever, do whatever you want to do. But if you want to go to a graduate school, I always encourage people to, pursue higher degrees, because it kind of help you to skip a lot of maybe experiences or something. So yeah, it's great to do masters in biomedical engineering. When you finish, you have a lot of job opportunities there for you. Yeah. So
Fred, you are really doing a great job. God bless you. And then the guy you had last week, Vincent, he had been very amazing. I reached out to him, and he has been very, very amazing. God bless you, the Fred effect,
All
and
right.
God bless you. Thank you.
please
Thank you
sign
so
up
much.
to the next stage. We'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, sure. Frank, make sure you
Sure,
sign up
sure.
to the next one. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you for coming on. Let's see if we can gather people on and other questions. Man, if you do have any questions, we can get them rolling. I think we've gone over 1 hour. Maybe Mame would have to go and all that. But yeah, it's been a good conversation. I've really enjoyed having you on. Ben, any other that you have?
I think okay, I'm unmuted now. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mame, I think Fred asked this earlier on, but I just want to re-echo that. It's not easy, especially coming from where we are. There was a time the Freddy Fair team made a post on our platform where like sometimes if you look at our background, you may think that airplane is not meant for us. It's like it wasn't designed for some of us, because look at even how many airports do we have, how many aircraft do we have. So sometimes talking about these things may sound like a story. You have been there, and I don't want you to sound like maybe it's because of your background. This is a general advice I want you to give. We know it's very difficult, especially from Ghana. Now looking at financial issues, and even get letter of recommendation, I think for some time now has even become an issue. But irrespective of that, what advice can you still give to some of us that we are willing to achieve our study abroad objectives?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the major thing that I'll say is that you should have an intrinsic motivation. What do I mean? I know I like using terms.
Me dear, I've told you, we are Jakuma, so please reduce the English for us so
So
we
yeah,
understand.
intrinsic motivation is that I have something in mind, right? Maybe, for example, in the future, I want to see myself as a lawyer, right? What are the things, what are the steps that I need to take, right, to be able to get to that point? That no matter what, even if the world is ending, right, I should still be able to pursue this, right? That's what I'm saying. So have that kind of motivation. You want to be a lawyer, right? Do whatever it takes. Either it's finances, right? Find ways and means to be able to
What are some
find
of the ways and means? Because maybe I'm trying, I want to get letter of bank statement, I'm not getting. I have to pay my application fee, I'm not getting. So what are the ways? How can I still make it?
Yeah. So, for example, right, I'll give you a typical example. I have this
Okay.
friend that didn't have enough at home, right, to be able to support even um, just buying a service fee or something, right? So, what they do is that they go for loans. There are banks in Ghana that give loans to these students who want to, pursue such endeavors. And once they get here, they pay, they have this fee that they pay every month to be able to pay off that loan. So that's one example. And I think for finances, that's a major example that I can give right now. Another thing too is if it's not working, right? If you don't have that money, it's okay to take some time off to work and save to be able to come back to the process and apply, right? So one thing I want everyone to know is that it's not a race, right? This thing going to school and all that. I know people who are in their 40s that are in school and all that. It's not a race. The main thing is that you have to focus on the goal. I want to be a lawyer. Right now, I don't have the money. Okay, then let me work, gather that money, and come back to that path that I want to pursue. Right. So I think that's the major advice I'll give to people.
And,
Another thing too
and
is
Mami, to support you, so that's why we are interested in having a platform, and
yes,
for you to know that such a platform like in Nested, where you could get some universities waiving application fee if you are facing financial challenges,
right.
where you could know that these universities are waiving GRE, where you could meet, connect with people who can help you pay your service fee, the visa application fee, and all that. If you're able to, if you're working on such a process and you get on such a platform that is made up of people having similar goals as you, it makes it easier. So everything is not about money, stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that's why we are connecting you to resources. So get invested, and then some of these things might be easy for you.
Yeah, and even we help with finding letter of recommendation, like
Okay.
recommenders and references. We help with that. So
Hmm.
just join the platform. Go to info@inested.com if you have any question or you need any service. Just reach out to us and we'll help you with your application.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
and I was
that's
coming
nice.
to that. So, if people have challenges, how do they get in touch with the Inesta team?
Yeah, info@inested.com.
Okay, okay. info at innested.com.
Inested.com. Yes.
Awesome. Ben, if you have any questions, let's get it rolling, and
Yeah, I
then
just want to know if mommy still feel heavy or she's empty now.
Mommy, have you put everything out, or you have some stuff left for us?
um I'll just say, yeah, I think everything is out. The major thing I'll say is that, right, yeah. So someone just sent something, yeah. So even if you want to reach out to us, either through our email, that's the info@inested.com. You can also reach out to us on LinkedIn at Inested, Instagram Inested, X Inested, right? So we are easy. You can easily find us. And another thing that I want to talk about Inested is that I want you guys to know that the people who created the platform have been through the process. They understand your worries. They understand what you go through every day. We understand, and even when you get here, right? We understand what international students go through and all that. So we've created this platform for you to be able to reach out to us. If you have any questions, we are there to help you.
Awesome. It's been a great session, Mami. You're such an intelligent lady. Thank you for going through a process and not gatekeeping, sharing your ideas and information, bringing us a platform that could help with our study abroad journey. All right. Ben, you have any final questions, or Ben?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think let me leave mommy for now. We shall surely invite her.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
You
mommy
know,
will come again.
Yeah.
So
I will definitely have the investor team on again. All right, great. It's been a great session. Remember that this session will still be live across all the Fred Effect social media platforms. On YouTube, if you go under the live session, it will be there. On Facebook, you can find them there, as well as all the previous episodes that we've had on this platform. The aim is that people have already been through the process you want to go through. So it's easy. We bring them on, they share their journey, their experience with you, so that it would inspire you. It will let you know that if Mami was able to do it, if Ben was able to do it, if the Fred effect, if Fred was able to do it, then you can also do it. It is highly possible. Stay motivated. We are connecting you with the platforms, the resources that will make life easier for you now. If you tuned in today, it means that you need to be on the Inested platform. You need to sign up, create an account today. It's free, and then get to benefit from all the resources that are posted on Inested. All right. So, Mami, last final words. Oh, the final words are already out. Any final words for us?
Yeah, I think the final they're already out. But I'll say
Yeah.
the major thing is that as you are transitioning through this process, being in Ghana or whatever country you are, just find people that have already been there, right? So people, a community or people that have already been there to help you go through the process. You don't have to go through this whole process on your own. It's very stressful. So that's why
Yeah.
we have this platform for you to go through. Just find a community to help you go through this. And know that it's not easy, but you'll be fine.
I love that. I love that. It's not easy, but you'll be fine. You'll be
Yeah,
fine. You'll be fine.
you'll be fine. You'll be
Awesome.
fine.
Thank
Yeah.
you for coming through. I really appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, Ben, final words from UK to our people.
Yeah. Are we not doing the draw today?
Okay, yeah, forgotten. Nearly mixed that. Let me see if we can get it on. So let's see. We have 87 people. So if you've not already liked the session, shared or followed on our social media platforms, please do that. If you want to leave a comment, whatever question you have, anything you want to say, then you automatically join the draw. Let's get to 100 people so that we can get going. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I could share, and then we can get that done. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right, there we go. So we have 87 people. Let's see if we can have the draw today. Mami should have been here. Okay. Let me add him. All right. Uh let's see who gets it. Oh, Isaac Chairman. So congrats to Isaac Chairman. Congrats to you. Congrats to Isaac Chairman for being selected today. We select one person every week so that we help. So congrats to Isaac for getting selected today. All right. Isaac, you just have to send us a message on Instagram and then the team will respond to you. We take it from there. Next week you might be the lucky winner. Um, all right, so that's it for today. Next week we have an amazing person on, somebody who had a full scholarship such a way that she didn't need a bank statement to go through the process. So many people are worried about what if I don't have a bank statement. There are scholarships such that the school takes care of everything and you don't need a scholarship. So next week will be our guest. She would explain. It's a she though. She will explain to us if you're a lady. It's not about getting married and giving birth and people are going through school and they are making it. So I'm glad the ladies are coming on. So next week is going to be another intelligent lady. How come she got a scholarship and then no bank statement was needed? So people complain that I will not get bank statement. If you get a scholarship that cover everything, you will not need a bank statement. So that's it. All right, Ben. Let's wrap up.
Yeah. So today I just want to still encourage those of us who are listening to us. Sometimes life doesn't go the way we all want, you see. But the truth of the matter is that with the proper planning, you'll be able to get to where you want to go. So please, you may be struggling now to get things together. At times you may even be confused, but don't give up. That shouldn't be the end, or that shouldn't discourage you. Just have your plan, stick to it, work on it gradually. Maybe today things may be hard for you, but surely I know that tomorrow things are going to change. Some of us, we never had hope. You see, that's the truth. So that's why we speak the way we speak. You see, we never had hope from anywhere, but it's just by the grace of God we've been able to navigate through. So this tells us that we are not different from you, and you can also achieve whatever you want to achieve. Just be consistent and then know how you play your cards. There is a saying in our local language. Let me see if I can do the translation to English. They says that if the animal, Fred, could you help me? Almost say one peck or quiet or didn't who you see.
I doubt I'll be able to
You can't. Okay, so the rationale behind this is that it depends on where you want to go. So you choose where you play based on where you want to go. So please, if you want to study abroad, make sure that you engage with those people, get inspiration, learn their techniques, learn their strategies, and the same way. So it's like scientific process. It will work. Trust me. It will work.
Unfortunately, Nested is a platform that makes it easier for you to do this. Right. My co-host Ben joined us from the UK. Ben, thank you very much. And so it's a whole team. The Fred Effect is a whole team. There are a lot of people working behind the scenes to make what you see happen. And then Ben is my co-host. Ben, thank you for joining us today. It's been a great session. Remember, you can easily get in touch with the Fred Effect team. It's only via our verified Instagram handle. It's verified. So it's about 23,000 followers or family members over there. So send us a private message. We'll be happy to respond to your question. It's also easy if you want to schedule a one-on-one conversation. At the moment, the Fred Effect team is the only team that works on undergraduate application for people for free. if you are you have a high school diploma qualification, maybe you have a bachelor's, but you still want to apply for a bachelor's degree, use the link to schedule a one-on-one conversation. The spring semester, the fall semester 2026 has already begun. Get proper coaching, schedule a one-on-one conversation with the Fred Effect team. We'll be happy to assist you. Just follow us on Instagram, send us a hi, hello. You want to check up on us, we'll appreciate it. We'll respond to it. Just good morning, good afternoon, hello. It'll be great. We also have a collaboration with the Algo Visa team. Algo Visa is a team of former visa officers. With everything going on, when you're able to schedule an interview that you don't want to miss that opportunity. So talk to a former visa officer before you go to the interview to speak with an actual visa officer. Remember, on the our YouTube platform, we have already had a lot of series of conversations with ex-visa officers. I think our highest video on our YouTube platform is about 1.4 million views. This should tell you the work we've put in over the years. This is a consistent platform that has assisted over thousands of people over the years. So be part of the family by clicking on the like and then the subscribe button. Be sure that before you the session ends, you are already on the Inested platform. This is the website INESTED, 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 and then you sign up. If you just Google it, the website will pop up and you can create an account over there. It's been a great session. Thank you so much. Next week will be another week to help you to go through the study abroad process. So make a date this and every Saturday and then be part of the family. Please be positive and know that everything will be fine. I'll speak to you next